I'm Rosemary Elabash, the State Director of the National Federation of Independent Business, and Robin White with Alabama Power Company and I have been conducting an energy series of how you can, in fact, save on your energy cost in your business. And as part of this series, we are actually doing on-site energy audits. And we're so pleased today to be with Dimitri, with Mr. Gus's Restaurant here in Montgomery. And Robin, why don't you tell us about what we're doing here?
Well, this is the first of several audits, as Rosemary said, that I've come here and met with Dimitri at his restaurant, and we've gone over some things. And at this point, I'd like Dimitri to just kind of discuss some of the things that we discussed when we came by here.
Well, we've discussed trying to keep the demand down. Demand does kick your power bill up. I try to come in early and crank up the heating equipment so it doesn't put a big demand on the power bill again, and keeps the place cool. I start my day out around 6:30 in the morning, and it seems to work. I said the equipment seems to work, lasts longer, doesn't put out as much heat when you do things slowly. That's some of the things you and I discussed.
You're already doing some great things here at the restaurant. And I guess what we hope that your members will learn from this is they'll learn from your best practices here at the restaurant itself. So we're going to go through the restaurant, show them how to do an audit, and I'm going to get you to explain some of the things that you're doing in the kitchen especially.
True.
One of the things let's mention to our audience again is these energy audits from the Alabama Power Company are free to you at your business and also at your home. But we're really focusing on businesses. And Dimitri, as you say, you're trying to come in early, you're trying to cut those costs, because every cost you cut, you're able to add back into your business and add into your bottom line. And that's really what this is all about, is we're providing something of value to your business where you in fact can save on your cost and add it back to your business.
Add it to the bottom line. That's the way I look at it. If you're not doing something like this, call them, ask them to come by and help you. It's free. You can't learn enough, how to save money.
Well, let's get started on the audit, and Robin, I'll let you and Dimitri go to the kitchen first.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, Dimitri, here we are in the kitchen, and as we just discussed earlier, the major components of your energy costs in a restaurant is going to be your cooking equipment, your refrigeration, and your air conditioner.
Right.
When I came through here and we did an audit, you shared a lot of great things to me, what you're already doing to manage your energy costs. Why don't you share a few of those with the audience today?
Well, one of the things I like to do is I like to come in early, get here early in the morning, peace and quiet, have a cup of coffee, and start turning things on gradually. I try to keep the air conditioner on so it's not hot when you come in, because then you got to worry about cooling the restaurant back down. But I turn things on gradually. It doesn't spike my demand. We turn the cooking equipment on about 15 minutes prior to opening. We constantly cooking and doing things, but we don't have to keep everything on all day long. And we have a 10-gallon kettle back here that we cook a lot of our sauces. That's one of the things we also turn on early, cook our sauces, and then we let it sit and simmer, which keeps the demand down and keeps the restaurant, of course, cooler. I tell my staff, I said, if we don't finish cooking the sauce, we don't turn the air conditioner on in the dining room. And they want the air conditioner on in the dining room,
What about some of the other pieces of equipment you have here?
We've got an energy efficient pizza oven here. It is a convection pizza oven, and it uses electricity for the chain, but it uses natural gas to cook with. And we try to turn this on about 10 minutes to 11. It doesn't take 10 minutes to get hot, and it saves energy too. Lunch is over around 2. We shut it off. If you're not busy, shut it off. It doesn't take but a few minutes to get hot again. The refrigeration down below, I come in down here on my days off periodically, about every 2 or 3 months, spray the coils, get them clean, because the cleaner they are, the easier they run, the longer the compressors last, the cooler it stays too. So that's some of the things I personally do, because I know if it saves money, it's my money, and it can be your money too.
Well, that's all good. In addition to your energy costs, you're also saving a lot of fuel from natural gas.
Yes.
By moderating exactly when you turn that piece of equipment on. Mm-hmm. And only turning it on exactly when you need to based on the heat up times.
Right.
That's correct. Cleaning your filters, the coils on your refrigeration piece of equipment. Anything else you do here in the kitchen?
I've also got on the other side a grill and a fryer that comes on about 15 minutes prior to us opening the doors. It doesn't take long to get them hot, and people don't usually walk in immediately. I just tell my staff, I said, don't waste my money. I said, my money is your money. And they said, why is my money your money? I said, if I don't make as much money, I can't give raises. That's why. And they kind of understand that when they say, it makes sense what you're saying. I said, my money is your money, and I said, and if I don't make money, you're not going to make money.
Well, that's important because, engaging the employees to make sure they understand the importance of saving energy is extremely important. If they understand it, then they'll actually participate with you and get more engaged and understand that.
Right.
So that's incredibly important. So I'm glad to hear that. This is great, Demetri. I said you're doing incredible stuff back here in the kitchen to manage your fuel cost, and that's extremely important. And you're also doing a lot from a refrigeration as well. So again, I hope the users, those that watch this film, is going to be able to benefit from the successes that you've had here.
All they have to do is call you, and you can teach them some more things. How
Call
to save
you
money
as well. So.
They can call me too. I'm not one that likes to hide. I'm visible.
Well, again, thanks, and now we're going to go into some other areas of your restaurant.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Thank you. When conducting the audit on your building, it's important for you to understand and know the quantity of lights that you have. Here at Mr. Gus's restaurant, he has several T12 fixtures with a magnetic ballast. In addition to that, he has compact fluorescent can lights that are 23 watts. Over all of his dining tables, he has a 25-watt incandescent lamp. Some of the things that we talked to Demetri about and ways in which he might could save some energy is replacing some of these lighting fixtures. We have some compact fluorescent lamps, some LED lamps that come in various sizes that might meet his energy needs and in the experience that he's trying to accomplish over the dining room tables. But most important is replacing his T12 fixtures with a T8 fixture that has an electronic ballast. These simple changes can help him save money on his energy costs. As we mentioned earlier, refrigeration is a large contributor to the end use of a restaurant. So you want to pay a lot of attention to your refrigerators and your freezers. You want to check your condensers and your coils on a regular basis to make sure they're clean and not obstructed. You want to check the gaskets on your doors to make sure those doors close tightly, and therefore it maintains the temperature inside the refrigerator. You also want to look at the set point of the temperature inside those freezers, because 1 degree too low can cost you 3% higher on your energy costs. All these are easy energy tips that can save you money on your total energy bill. Heating and air conditioning represent one of the larger end uses of a restaurant, in addition to the cooking and the refrigeration. We have here with us today is Henry McCoy with Edwards Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. So Henry, tell us a little bit what you've been doing this morning up there with the outdoor units.
Okay, I actually did what we call a service on the air conditioning units. I checked the refrigerant pressures, I checked all the electrical, the controls, also washed out what we call the condensing coils. The condensing coils are designed to condense refrigerant. You have to remove heat. If the condensing coils are dirty, they won't remove heat very well.
So how often do you do that?
In a restaurant, we normally do it on a quarterly basis.
That's good, and it's extremely important to properly maintain the heating and air conditioning systems because it improves the efficiency.
That is correct.
Especially the older the systems
The older the systems, that is correct.
Okay. So and in this situation here, we're in good shape with the outdoor systems?
Yes, sir, we're in good shape with you.
So in addition to the outdoor systems, what do we do inside?
We also check the filters. If we do the filters, we normally do them in a restaurant on a monthly basis. The kitchen, because of the grease and the smoke, it's normally done about every 2 weeks. But you want to make sure the indoor filters are clean because they are also affect the efficiency of the air conditioning units.
That's great. So it's very important to change your filters every month.
Yes, sir.
And in the kitchen every 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Does that improves the performance of your total heating and cooling
yes,
system?
Sir. That is correct.
Those are some great tips. And Henry, I thank you for coming.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
I'd like to mention a few more energy tips that you can implement yourself. Have you thought about your windows, adding a tint or a glaze or blinds or an awning? All of those can help prevent unnecessary heat from coming into your building. Adding a programmable thermostat that can be preset to maintain your temperature in your building. And look at your window and door gaskets to make sure that they close tightly to prevent unnecessary air from coming into your building. All those can be done easily and can save you a lot of money on your energy costs.